Hi.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
Hi. What you singing there, Key?
Watching X Files.
You don't know that song?
You don't. Come on, you know that song.
We have this every time. You don't say it for a long time. You randomly say it. Yo, where's that from?
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
How are y'all doing today?
Oh, somebody moved the. Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great. Somebody moved all the settings around in the. In the stream manager.
Oh, I'm not even in there yet. Don't say that.
Someone organized it all cute.
I'm in there, but I don't see no changes.
What happens if you refresh the page?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Refresh the page. You don't refresh the page. Refresh the page.
I don't use it. I don't know, but if I do, because I pop out the chat. So like, what if I refresh it?
It might resize you. You don't know. You don't know.
No, if you pop out,
you always want to use me as a guinea pig.
If you pop out the chat, that window's independent now. It's fine.
It's gonna stay by itself.
It's
so I can refresh.
Yes.
I'm trusting you right now.
I do this all the time.
I shouldn't have trusted you. Oh, things are moved. Oh my goodness. That was you, Reese.
That was Reese.
That was me. Okay, all right. Peep game. Because listen. Peep game. We've had this conversation before where it moved, but I move it all the time, and only this one time y'all happen to notice.
Okay, because
hold on. Yeah. Go ahead, G.
Let me tell you why. Because I would always move it to where the windows, the thing is bigger, right?
The
chat was bigger, and I'm like, why does this keep happening? I don't get it.
That was just now, so I just changed it again.
But wait though, I found out that it was that we had conflicting ways of viewing everything.
Yeah.
I stopped moving anything. I stopped touching anything and just strictly pop out. Just strictly pop out.
Right.
So it's been B setting ever since then.
Right.
So it is you.
And so when we were going, like, we were only moving one thing. It was only one thing.
Exactly.
Bro, everything is different. Literally everything.
What you need is right there.
Yeah, but it's not enough chat for me. I can only see the one entry. That's
one entry. Whoa.
Yeah.
One entry?
Yeah, like literally.
Like one line? Like user and then
one message. Like when someone sends a message, I can see one. There's
just one message.
That's crazy.
Well, so right now we have the first time chat from viewer Declarify. Hi everyone.
Hey Declarify. How you doing?
Hello.
And then I just responded.
Like 1.5. Yeah, I can see like both of those. That's it. No more. That's it.
Oh
that's
no.
Why? So
I don't know.
For me,
you both are on 1080 monitors, so that doesn't make any sense.
It's fine. I'm just gonna smush the screens because I don't need to see that. I don't need that.
Okay. Let me tell y'all how I set it up, just so y'all understand where I'm coming from.
So good.
This is actually hilarious.
No, you're fine. This is fine.
It's fine.
Now it's fine.
Yeah, because I just smushed the screen so I can see all the stuff. Because I don't need to see us on the stream. I need to see the chat and the activity.
Yeah, and I see us. I don't need to see us twice because I see us in.
Right.
So
yes, this is all true, but I need to see us.
Well, yeah, right. I got us right here.
No. You're right. Yeah. Like you don't need that. We don't need to be enlarging. We can smush that absolutely. But no, I need that. Also
this is getting out of pocket.
I love it.
The mystery of the moving Twitch dashboard.
Tiny details I can't see.
The mystery of the moving Twitch dashboard has finally been resolved. We're all messing with each other, clearly. So,
not just you.
The moral of all of this banter is stream with your friends. It's fun.
It's a great time.
Wait, what just happened?
What happened?
Did that only happen to me?
Did you just have a lag spike or something?
Yo, you was like, the moral of the story is, yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yo, I haven't dropped a single frame, so you're getting Comcasted, my friend.
It's not like it wasn't like it was just completely.
It was just.
That's crazy. Well, what I said was the moral of the story is of all this banter is to stream with your friends because some wild stuff happens behind the scenes.
It's a great time.
Hilarious.
Everybody has. It's like a mattress. Everybody wants it different. Like you got your own different.
It's that sleep number
firmage.
mattress. You know?
Yeah, the sleep number. Yeah.
Firmage.
Firmage? What does that even mean?
The firmness of it.
Oh, firmage. Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
firmage. Like, you know how much firmage you want.
I actually was just having I was having a conversation with someone. I actually need to transition to a firm bed. Soft beds just like I don't think they do it for me anymore. I'd be waking up, back be hurting.
Yeah,
like,
firm is.
Because memory foam, it feels good. Like it contours to you. You feel like you're on clouds, all that stuff. 10 years later, it gets old.
Well, right, memory foam.
10 years later.
Start to get that. It starts to get a little dementia.
Yeah, you know I'm like, okay, yeah, we're used to this now.
It gets a little
dementia.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh my god!
And then your body's like, okay, this is nice. I'm used to this. What's next?
Well, no, it starts to remember too much, like your body contour, and it forgets how to go back.
Revert to its original,
Right.
So now you got to sleep on the other side. So you and your partner got to switch sides of the bed so that it recontours.
Oprah said at like some speaking thing that she was doing, she was like, if you're gonna dump some money on anything, like copious amounts of money on anything, get the best possible bed you can get. It will change your life. But I still only spent like $300 on a bed just now.
That's crazy.
but let's be real.
I dropped dollars on my
mattress is so expensive, fam. Seriously.
Probably because they keep your back from going to like it's kind of like it's an you know how you pay for health insurance even though you're not sick. It's kind of like that. Like you buy like a $3,000 mattress. Right. So that you don't have to pay for the chiropractor from buying the $300 mattress that I just bought.
Right. I see what he's getting at.
You're bodily future proofing.
More money because it's multiple trips.
Reese, you are future proofing indeed.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing your best to mitigate back problems in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Doing your best.
Not
this is
me,
coming from the dude with an injured back right now. And I bought the nice
dude that just spent $300 on a cheap mattress because can't afford it.
Yeah. I don't remember how much my mattress was. The thing is that I'm seeing is like the frames are still
that's what I was about
massively expensive. Like the bed, not the mattress, but the bed frame. I'm like, bro, like why?
Why does a platform frame cost $1,000? Because it ever so gingerly lifts my bed 3 inches off the ground. And
so my room looking clean underneath my bed.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like that's not a reason to charge me $1,100 for 4 slats of wood. Like I have a tree out there in the back. I can go hack that thing down real quick. Get a few 2x4s. Is that what they're called? 2x2.
Just not a 2x4 on your platform, bro. That's thick.
But I have a question.
A 4x4, fine.
Why is it on planks and not on a sheet?
Like why is it not just a solid piece there, right?
Yeah, why is it not like a solid sheet? Because the
sheet?
You're scrunching your face like but think about it, like your box spring, or you would put your box spring on it, right? Like your box spring is straight anyways. Like it's just that goes on there, but then it's your mattress that goes on top of that. That's the comfy part. So like you don't need the spaces in between. You don't need those spaces. There's no point to those spaces. All they do, honestly, for me, they just gave me misery and pain because they would snap and break and I'd have to go and replace them.
You talking about the wood slats underneath?
Yeah, the little slats you put in your bed.
The wood slats would be in box springs as well, right? Like some of the box springs would have the
but it would be
like
more like those pallets. It would be like a pallet.
Right. It's more of a pallet shape. Right. As opposed to
why
just
are we getting slats?
Across. I don't know. I guess they were like, how do we make more money and give them less material? Okay, they only need the ones that go straight across. They don't need the whole thing.
Yeah, they don't need everything.
All of that. And it looks more modern. It looks more like, like they cater the way
the bed. You can't see it.
Yeah, you do when you clean underneath because it's only 3 inches. So you got to
no. Like the platform beds look like the whole the
actual
like the look
platform
of a platform bed, as opposed to the look of the old what, like the ankle killers,
with the ankle destroyers,
the ankle destroyers, with the box spring and the mattress versus.
I mean,
nice
but if you
platforms from IKEA,
if you need something to hold your bed up, $20, get you some ankle biters.
Get you some ankle biters, bro. I had them for many years.
Oh man, and quite a few times my ankles have been bit. Like this, it's inevitable.
Jacked up my ankles, man.
Yeah,
it's a thing. It's an improvement from the milk crates. You know, milk crates had when you're waiting for the new ankle biters, because those things, they were cheap. Like if you jumping on your bed, you know, we ain't supposed to be jumping on our bed. You're messing up the frame a little bit. It would get dehinged. They got to get a new one. Now you on milk crates or the floor because you don't listen. Now
Here we go.
Now we have platform beds and single mattresses.
Heavy.
Ankle biting. Oh yeah, those things were kind of heavy. They were unorthodox. You got to carry them out the house, angle them weird. Man, it was
L-shaped.
I hated moving those, dude. But then they got smart and they got the ones that would collapse. You know, like
collapse into
a single line. Yep. Yeah. All right.
Oh, we never had those.
What? Those were
platform.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, the platform bed saved lives.
It took the middle class by storm, and then everybody was like, "Oh, we need those." It was on every Home Goods, every Martha Stewart marathon. It was on everything. You got to have the platform bed. All right, well, we got platform beds.
Now what's next? We're gonna have. We went from 2 mattresses to 1. Now what are we gonna have? Like, I don't know.
They're gonna treat it like our screens, and just have us fold ourselves to bed.
I mean, they are coming in a box now.
What? Oh, the mattresses? The mattress came in a box.
Oh, yeah, you just unfolded it and let it expand?
Yeah. Let it expand.
Let it expand.
Why?
Right there on that floor.
the one I got coming on Friday in a box.
Right.
In a box.
Because the last time I bought a mattress, I had to go to a separate trip to IKEA. I didn't get the bed from IKEA. I had to go to a separate trip to IKEA to get the straps to put the mattress on top of my car. And I had to do the whole finagle, figure out how to fit the thing in there to make sure it's nice and taut and all that. It was a mess.
Those days
are long gone now.
My bed in a box.
Ship me my frame in a box, my mattress in a box. I put it together in the room, let it expand.
Technology and science, bro. Sign me up.
Science is kind of crazy.
In that bed in the box. Good to go.
I asked this early before we got to the banter. What did y'all do today? Aside from, well, B should be recovering instead of walking around being a menace.
Today is over the weekend, what we celebrated my daughter's 1 year, but today is the actual day. So there was no chilling this morning.
She was showing you what being 1 is like?
Yeah, it was dope. We like a little photo shoot and all that stuff. It was cool.
Nice.
It was cool. So we had a great day. That's what I've been doing all day. I've been trying to get all my research done for this, but it's been just running around with her all day. So
listen,
it's been dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right? You didn't even feel like it. Do it.
It's a dope. It feels like a year, but it went fast.
Nah, she was born yesterday. Now she's walking.
Feels like she was born yesterday, but sitting back and thinking about it, it was all right. It was a year, but
honestly, it don't even seem like a year to me. I'm an outsider.
It happens quick, dude. It does happen quick. Like, take a lot of pictures, put a lot of time in because it goes fast.
Bam. No joke on the pictures.
It goes fast, man. Anyway, so that was my day. Glorious day for me.
Glorious day. Glorious. Let me tell y'all what happened to me.
Here we go.
I hooked up my PSP, right? I started playing Lunar Eternal Blue.
Sorry to interrupt you. For those that aren't aware, his PSP is actually a Samsung Galaxy S3.
Very important. Very important.
PSP, my PlayStation Portable. I can bring it where I want. It's my PlayStation.
And keep playing Nintendo games on it.
Has a PSP on it, so
I can't. Go ahead. Okay.
But anyways, I have my PlayStation. I was playing it. Battery started dying, so I go in the room. Let me charge it. You know what I'm saying? Before we go live, charge it. She's playing Life is Strange: True Colors.
Oh, I can't wait to play that.
Yeah. She's been playing that for a couple of days now. Getting into it.
She went from playing older games because she wasn't really into video games like that. Yeah.
not at all.
And then Final Fantasy X, and then Last of Us 2 or both of them.
Well, so I beat The Last of Us. I played most of The Last of Us 2. She would like dabble in sometimes. And then she just started playing The Last of Us 2. Then she stopped playing The Last of Us 2 and started playing The Last of Us 1 DLC. And then I guess it was like some $5 Doom game on the Switch. I don't know, but
probably Doom 64. That. I want to say,
yeah, some Doom game. She played and beat that, and then now she got Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, tell her to squad up. Let's go. We will fight tomorrow afternoon. Let's do it.
Yo, I was going at it.
We was beefing like yesterday or the day before. I forget when we was beefing. I
want to say it was yesterday.
Reese, mind your business, okay? Mind your business.
I mind my business. That's all I gotta say.
I was sliding for the most part. I was distracted. You know what I'm saying? Some games because of Reese. But anyways, I went to charge my joint, but she don't charge her controller, so I couldn't charge my joint.
So now your Samsung Galaxy S3 is dead.
It's not dead. It's dying. Oh, it can't be. It's dying. It's dying. But that's
you
it.
Can't
that was
play
my story.
Lunar Silver Story 2 on your Samsung Galaxy S3.
Lunar.
Here we go.
Eternal Blue, because I beat
Eternal Blue.
Complete.
Okay.
Eternal Blue on my PSP.
I'm done with you.
Nope. Galaxy 013, Final Fantasy X love. We all love Final Fantasy X around these parts. Thanks for coming into the podcast.
Final Fantasy X. It was actually here on this very podcast that I realized. Oh, and for those that are listening post-production, Key is currently holding up his Xanarkin Abe's emblem, custom created by a member of the community.
Huh. So apparently my camera doesn't focus. But
yeah, it's focused on you.
It's focused on you, where it's supposed to. It don't want nothing to do with that emblem.
I think now it should focus.
But I was saying it wasn't until here that I realized that. There we go. Final Fantasy X is not as universally loved as we thought it was. There actually is a little bit of angst against that game. But amongst us three, I would say it's a top 5.
Yeah,
safely.
That's top 3.
Honestly,
yeah,
I was gonna say top 3. I didn't want to. It's
until
at
I came to the
top 5.
Twitchiverse.
But yeah, I've been honestly itching to play that again ever since I saw a good friend of mine play his first RPG, that being it. So
yeah, that was a dope experience.
I'm trying to keep that was cool off the back burner because there's already too many video games to be playing.
December 1st to December 17th is when I'm going to be playing it, because December 17th is the 20-year anniversary for the NA release of Final Fantasy X.
Oh, so you're just going to sweep it in that time frame?
From the 1st to the 17th, yeah. I mean, dude, I've been on... I started on the 3rd, and minus a week, that would make it, the 11th? So about a month and a week, I've been playing Earthbound. A month and a week. Dying.
Yo, Mans is not having a blast. A month and a week.
A month and a week.
A month and a week. Got it down. Locked in.
Speaking of video games, let's talk about one that's been relatively
that's what we do here.
Popular as of late, but none of us have been playing recently, actually. Call of Duty.
Yes.
Call
of Duty.
As you've probably heard me say numerous times, I'm not really a fan of shooting games per se. I only had a couple of the cards with these guys, and I most recently played the recent Modern Warfare and its Battle Royale attachment, Warzone.
We had a lot of fun on Warzone.
You had
a lot of fun on Warzone.
And I'll admit it, I'm not a fan of COD, but I had a boatload of fun on Warzone with my friends. That was until it came out on PC. If you're anyone in the gaming realm, you have had to have at least heard an inkling of shooters and cheating on PC. Warzone, unfortunately, is an exception. Actually, it's being known as a haven for cheaters. I haven't played the game in a while, so I haven't really been keeping up to date as to what types of cheats we're talking about, aside from the standard aimbot, wall hacks and things like that. But so I looked up a few of them, and some of the most egregious ones I've seen recently is that, so Vanguard is the DLC that's coming in November.
Right.
Right now, it is October 18th.
5th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is October 18th right now. Cheaters are already using the Vanguard guns. These Vanguard guns supposedly have 10 attachment slots, aside from the standard 5 that's currently in game. So imagine the overwhelming force of just cheaters with these guns. That's not even the worst part. They're a member of FaZe. I want to say FaZe Kaylee. I don't know how to pronounce it. There's too many of them. I can actually show this because there's a lot of FaZe members.
Yeah.
True. There was a tweet from Modern Warzone. It's like this. It's a social media account that follows up on anything COD related. And they tweeted, the anti-cheat update for Vanguard and Warzone can't come soon enough, because as you see here, this is a Discord message image talking about the cheats that are available for Modern Warfare players: super speed, super reload, super weapon swap, things like that.
Super.
A FaZe member right here, FaZe Kaylee, tweeted jokingly, "I want to see flying cars next." 3 days later, it happened.
Yo, it's crazy the amount.
3 days later, you could win a game of Warzone without firing a single round. Get into a chopper, get into a car, a helicopter, whatever, send it to the air. And even the vehicles had aimbotting. So you could just target someone, throw a bike at them, destroy a whole team before you even land on the ground.
They done turned Warzone into a war zone, man.
Bro, Warzone is basically
a war zone.
Like, you know, the Grand Theft Auto mods, like that people love to play around with. Warzone is that. Like, you can't be doing that in a competitive game, bro. Y'all just ruined the game. Ruin the game.
I'm all set. Hearing any of this, I don't want anything to do with the game, which is a shame.
Ruining games across the board with this cheating.
But I think that's what they wanted, right? That's why they're putting all these cheats in here, to drive people away, drive people out, putting this wonky, crazy, ridiculous. I mean, there's no way that you're trying to like win a tournament with flying cars. Like, I mean,
yeah.
This is just there to be like, oh, we can.
Yeah,
honestly,
from
what
the
it
cheater
is.
perspective.
Yeah.
Because they can, and it makes the money. Like,
it makes them.
Those dudes making the cheats.
They make a ton of money off
dudes
it.
that's making the cheats, they're making the money.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No.
So like, what is crazy is that Call of Duty come out and they announce that they are coming up with a brand new software, brand new thing to battle this.
Yeah.
They made a whole tweet.
Yeah. It's called Ricochet, right? So now Ricochet is a kernel level anti-cheat. So like, we're starting to see those with Valorant has one. I believe Fortnite has one now. Like, they're really trying to clamp down on this cheating. Now, Call of Duty released a statement about Ricochet, right?
Yeah, because something.
Yeah, before we get to that,
they did.
What was their statement?
As far as, actually, this was before they had announced it. So they had announced it on the 13th, like you said, but on the 12th they had sent out this tweet right here that I have up that says, "Dear cheaters, we love games. It's our passion. We're honored to make games for the greatest fans in the world. We don't always get it right," which they don't, "but we're committed to do our best. Cheating ruins the game for everyone." We just said this. "No one likes a cheater. Our goal is to deliver a fun and fair gaming experience for our developers, for our fans, and most importantly, for COD players everywhere. Cheaters aren't welcome. There's no tolerance for cheaters, and soon you'll know what we mean." The actual tweet said, "See you tomorrow," which was October 12th. October 13th, like B said, Ricochet has been announced. They give us a little bit of detail as to what exactly it is, how it operates, what its intentions are, things like that. another kernel level driver, like B said, potentially going to put some privacy advocates on edge because
this is the part of it that I kind of want to touch on. Is like it's one of these things that's like, yeah, we don't want cheaters, right? We don't like get out of here. But then when they come up with something like this, and now it's all right, well, it's kernel level, so they get access to your computer, like to your data, and it's up to the respect and the responsibility of the company to not scrub your data, not look at anything that you have. You know what I mean? To like, create ads or just that's a contract that you're automatically signing by downloading their game. Now, this is where privacy comes into play. This is a big issue. In terms
of that realm, just imagine a slider. Security is on one end, privacy is on the other. The more secure you are, the less privacy you're going to have. The more private you want to be, possibly the less security you're going to have. It's not possible to satisfy all parties with that. Right. It is not. So whoever does will, whoever doesn't won't.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
Why is it that they do you have to announce your new thing that you got going on? Like, do you have to announce your new antivirus? Like, do you have to tell people that what it is you got coming out, what you're working on and stuff? Like, you can say like, yo, we're getting busy on the scenes working on some stuff, but you have to tell them like, yo, we got Ricochet is coming. Like, do you have
you know what I'm
saying? Near you, do you have to say that?
I think COD had to, because they were the last ones to be like, oh, we don't need no anti-cheat, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but they had to do something. But that's the thing though. Like, I feel like the cheaters or the cheater creators, I'm not going to say the cheaters because some are just users, but the cheater creators were just making those cheats for that thing. Now they're like, they got something new coming on. Let me put my PC, let me get my RAM together so I can, what I'm saying? Let me get prepared. So I got something new to work in and break into or whatever. Like, so like they should have just dropped the game with Ricochet. Period.
Like, and I get like you can release a statement to the fans. But this is the stuff that we talk about all the time, right? Like when they release statements, it's not always what's actually going on, and sometimes we find out later down the line. But like they could have said, "Hey, we understand your frustrations. We're trying to figure out some way to combat this." People will be upset. No, I know they did that. And people got upset and people were angry. Just hold off until it's ready and just release it. Like, why is it that, like, I've been in security for a long time, and there's always this thing that when they come up with a new program or new protocol or new whatever, they love to like announce it as like a deterrent. Like, yo, we out here, like, this is the new protocol. This is what we're doing. It's like, all right, now you're showing me that I need to prep for. Like, you got to put yourself in the mind of the cheater, not as a security professional. And that's what they always do. They always do it this way. And it's like, all right, well, now I'm looking for the cracks in your thing. You're giving me time. You're telling me about it. Not to say that they won't crack it down the line. I mean, but man, like,
it wouldn't have come out the gate,
there might have been 2 weeks of no cheaters. Like, none. Exactly. It might have been. It could have been a week. Could have been. But now
it might have, could have been, but potentially it might be day 0.
It's a wrap.
It might be day 0. So I'm making sure to keep the dates up. October 12th. Yo, we'll see y'all tomorrow. October 13th. Yo, this is Ricochet.
They announced Ricochet.
22 hours later, not even a full day, the kernel driver for Ricochet was exposed.
Crazy.
Pay to cheat developers are already in possession in reverse engineering. 22 hours. They didn't even get to implement it in the game yet.
Bro, it's crazy. And there's tweets coming out from anti-cheat PD and
the anti-cheat police department is all over this.
Oh, dude, they're always on it. They got their ear to the ground. So here we go right here, Reese. This is nuts.
So
this is nuts.
let's continue the timeline. Like I said, October 14th, it got released. October 15th, the next day, Call of Duty with another response. This one is from Team Ricochet, apparently the developers of the anti-cheat system. So the anti-cheat is in controlled live testing. Before putting in your PC, we're testing the hell out of it. Testing includes providing a pre-release version of the driver to, quote, select third parties, readying server-side upgrade for launch.
Yep. So
extending off of this, actually, the testing includes providing a pre-release version for third parties. Apparently, they were anticipating this. They were like B said with the whole announcement thing, like, we were anticipating this. So this isn't even our final build. This is a pre-release, and just like we treat our games, we give a pre-release version, get a feel for it, what we may need to adjust, and then you get the actual version.
Also, now, that means that there's no mole potentially in the company themselves is one of the third-party members that leaked the kernel level drivers.
Right. So now you know, okay, they leaked it, they're out, because we know what they're about.
Yeah.
But also, just to play the devil's advocate, to play the other side, it's like, well, now you're giving me a test version of something to hack. I'm training up. Like, bro, like I'm gonna figure this out. Like, now you gave me a test version. It's not the final version. Some stuff might be different. Cool. But I'm at least a quarter of the way in.
Yeah, like you're not gonna change up like it got hacked into, and like the game is coming out November 5th. You have 3 weeks, maybe around 3 weeks before the game comes out. So
this is exactly what ACPD basically said. Like, the version was signed. This version of the hack that the pay to cheaters have was signed 2 weeks ago. So I mean, 2 weeks, you make a number of builds in the interim, so it's possible that it does look different. But it doesn't really matter, because like ACPD is saying, if the obfuscator you use for your kernel driver is terrible, so to obfuscate is to try to prevent something from seeing something as it really is. If you could just break through that, basically smoke and mirrors, then it doesn't matter how much you change it by release time, if we could just get in the obfuscation area
and just look at what it actually is
and see it real quick.
Like he said, it's November 5th, fam. You have less than a month. You can't make, unless you have to go crunch time in the anti-cheat department, which I wouldn't be surprised by.
Bro,
how much can you really do?
Companies make money off these cheats. Like, unfortunately, like, there are people out there who like, just for the sake of, of making a cheat, they would come up with cheats. Now it's a business. Like, people make a lot of money off of these things. So for some people, this is their livelihood, and they're gonna fight. They're gonna make sure that they fight to make their money. They're gonna find a way. And I don't know. I'm with Key on this one, bro. Don't say nothing. Just don't say it yet. Like, if you're coming out with, especially for them, like, this is Call of Duty. It's a massive, massive game. We know the impact that these games have, the selling power that they have. We know it's going to do numbers. And it's like, just chill. You didn't have to blow it up.
I don't think that the announcement would have made a difference since they gave it out to third parties anyway. The third party would have leaked it anyway. And then instead of COD making the announcement about Ricochet, the cheaters are like, yo, peep game. They didn't even tell you about this, but it's broken. So imagine how you would look then. Like, you had this under wraps, and then like now you look silly.
Yeah, but that's if COD never said anything themselves, or whoever, Activision, even Team Ricochet, nobody never said themselves, I can either confirm or deny that's real or not. I don't know what you're talking about.
With this coming out I don't know. Well, okay. If there was like a several year difference in time, sure. Fam, 3 weeks?
But for instance, though, like that NVIDIA data link that happened, all of those games that we know about. Now, if they had said that, like, yo, we got some new games coming out, whatever, they would have been like, that would have been basically confirmed. But since that these games were never mentioned from anybody, nobody even knows, like, nobody even said that they were working on new games or anything like that. They can say Square is on there. Final Fantasy IX Remake is on there. Square hasn't even said anything on it. They just completely ignored the entire thing.
If you don't say anything, you control the narrative. Like you control, like it's like you have more power in your court. Like you, if you don't say anything, because if you do,
that makes 100% sense. Because Final Fantasy IX Remake would take years to make. There may be a pre-thing already, like, and you're right, Square doesn't have to say anything. But again, this is from October 14th to November 5th.
Reese, you saying like as if the game started being worked on when the leak happened. They could have been working on Final Fantasy IX 3 years ago. The game could be coming out in a year or less.
They could have been working on Ricochet.
And what I'm saying is I don't think it's a good.
I'm saying, like, if they never announced that Ricochet was a thing, that the cheaters could have came out like, yo, we got the kernel level, like we out here, and they could Call of Duty could just completely ignore them, said nothing. What are you talking about? Then news publications say, yo, there may or may not be take this with a grain of salt, but there may or may not be a hack already coming out. Like we don't know yet, like no confirmation, none of that. But since they said, yo, Ricochet's coming, and then the hackers was like, yo, we beat Ricochet. Like, you can't, like, what are you going to,
you can't run from that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you have to make a statement. Now you have to entertain it. You have to, like, I just,
And then again, on the other side of the coin, this may be playing into their PR. Because like I was mentioned previously, they said they anticipated this. This isn't the final version. So right now, the hackers may have the upper hand. Yep. And then when Ricochet really does come out, Activision could be like, yo, what's good? Yep. So now, we won't know until release. Now,
what's the current situation with cheating in Valorant? I'm just curious because, like, Valorant, we understand that the kernel level stuff is better. It's way better.
Valorant
but
has
it still can be manipulated. It can still be manipulated.
Always.
Still at an all-time low in Valorant. Last I saw.
I was going to say they just recently celebrated an all-time low.
That's awesome. So there is hope for these kernel-based, kernel-level security systems.
Yeah, and I'm in cybersecurity, and one of the very first questions that my supervisor had asked me, like, okay, which of these three are the most important? Trying to identify something, trying to detect it, to prevent it from coming in, or responding to it after an event has happened.
Yikes. Are you asking?
That's it. No, I'm not asking. This is rhetorical. But because I'm in the response business.
I'm like,
I'm in the response business. So, oh my goodness, I was supposed to give response. So, but it's. You can either try to identify what they're going to try to hack. Okay, you fail that part. You try to detect them trying to hack it. You fail that part. You have to respond. Like they're always, always are going to overcome.
Right. You got to respond.
So.
Right.
But yeah, that was a very topsy-turvy, crazy story.
So like the cybersecurity aspect of it, it kind of flips the normal IT thing on its head. Because normally when you get to a computer and you're an IT person, you have to identify the issue first. But cybersecurity is like, there ain't no issues until there's an issue.
There's an issue. I mean, we're going to try our best, but it's probably going to happen. So let's have a quality plan to deal with it after it happens.
Is there a difference in, I don't know coding, cybersecurity, nothing. But I'm curious, is there a difference between the scale of the video game that would make hacking it easier? Because, Warzone is a whole beast of a game, 100 players, blah, blah, blah. And in Valorant, it's just like 5v5, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's just in the map says ridiculously smaller. Like, I don't know if any of that matters, but
the more nodes you have
as well.
Yeah. The more nodes you have available, the more access points you have in.
More ways in. Yeah.
Yeah, and that game is massive.
And COD is huge. So you got individual player machines, the actual instance machines themselves, the machines that maintain the load balancing and all. There's so many entry points. So the bigger the game, the more surface area you have.
Gotcha. Well, right. It's like normal security, but cyber. Like if you have a giant base, there's more places for you to sneak in. So if you got a giant game, there's more places for you to sneak in. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So as Valorant's getting larger, I don't know.
I should work in cybersecurity,
bro. Listen, it's funny you say that. There is a gap. It's cybersecurity. They're not hiring fast enough, basically.
Wow.
So
I mean,
if you're serious,
it's the way. It is the way. Like literally, like everything we do is online. Like almost everything we do.
Yeah, this
like
isn't.
We were just talking about Key's key light yesterday, and how if it's not connected to the internet, it won't even turn on. Like
that thing is.
It wasn't even my problem, and that frustrated me.
Like, what's up with that?
No, what was I gonna say? Well, I completely forgot what I was gonna say actually. But no, that whole light thing that frustrated me. Like, what was that about?
I don't know, dude. I wish I knew how it worked, but I don't know how it works. So, yeah.
I mean,
I just deal with what I have. Like
technology, man. It runs our. It doesn't run our lives, but man, we would be real hurt.
We'd be kind of hurt without it.
Like tomorrow, tomorrow, for all of our jobs and what we do in our lives, someone was like, you can't use your phone or your computer.
I can't use a computer.
How would the three of us go to work tomorrow?
I'm out.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, I can't use my computer, fam. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's kind of nuts.
Wait, I can't use my phone to call him. Great.
Yeah.
I don't know where he lives. I can't tell him.
Completely ran by technology.
It's kind of crazy.
Don't hit me with an EMP, please.
EMPs are.
Yeah.
I think EMPs are more dangerous than. No, you know what? Never mind. Speaking of technology.
Speaking of technology
has come quite a long way. Like we just said, we need internet to turn on our lights, and I can speak into my phone to open my front door and things like that. Like who would have thought this even 20 years ago? And it's touched every aspect of our lives essentially, especially in the currency sector. With we were going from physical money we can touch to digital money, cryptocurrencies. And even from that, we've expanded to this interesting entity called NFTs.
Boom.
Non-fungible tokens, for those that weren't aware. I found
this website yesterday. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I just found this website. This is called Seaboard. C-S-E, like C-S-E-A board. Okay. Where you can go and you can surf and shop around. That's it.
Boom.
You can just surf and shop. That's funny. Seaboard.
Wow. I didn't even and shop around. That was a completely accident. But I'm pretty sure it's called seaboard.com. I'm almost positive.
Boom.
That doesn't sound correct, but let me double check for you. I see seaboardcorp.com, but I'll let you figure out that part.
And anyway,
yeah,
I'll get it right. But yeah.
NFTs, non-fungible tokens, digital assets that are currently being bought and sold online. They come in any forms. There's primarily digital art is what's been going off recently. So you create this artwork or several of these artworks, register it as an NFT, and sell them. And then they are the only holders of that particular art, which then generates value, I believe.
It's OpenSea, my B. OpenSea.
OpenSea, gotcha.
So you can surf and all that.
.io. OpenSea.io. That's where you want to go.
There you go.
Let me
find you some NFTs. But yeah, dude, NFTs, crypto coins, tokens, they're all big, blowing up, and it's going pretty crazy. It's been going pretty crazy for a little bit, but more and more people are catching on to it. I got into the coin thing a little bit ago. Actually, I'm locked out of my wallet. I have no idea how to access it.
Oh, no.
That's kind of bad.
Especially with that recent BTC bump. I'm over here like, hey.
I have literally no idea. I mean, it's an older wallet. When I was messing around with the pennies, the penny coins, but
listen, hey, we all had our humble beginnings. That's when I started, like right around the same time.
I'm about to.
I'm locked out of that wallet. I have literally no idea what is in there, how much is in. I could be rich and I have no idea. I'm just locked out of that wallet.
I should have just bought at Ledger Nano all of those years ago.
I bought some Shiba Inu.
How much Shiba Inu did you purchase, Key? I need the number.
4 million tokens.
4 million tokens. And this is what we're talking about. These tokens, these coins, these blockchains, these things, they are, you can use some of these coins now to buy things like in the regular markets. You don't have to go scour the website for some shady site that accepts
Bitcoin or whatever. A non-tangible currency to buy tangible products. It is crazy.
So here's the thing. Okay. This is I was like desperately trying to find a way to explain to somebody like the best way to explain NFTs and stuff like that, but this isn't really an explanation of it, but it's an explanation of its value, right? So let's say we have the Trigger Talk TV coin, and this is number 76. This is the only number 76. There's a bunch of these Trigger Talk TV coins. There's 100 of them actually, but this is the only one that says 76 on it. So each NFT is going to have some kind of distinction that makes it different. It might be a rare one that has like red glasses and not blue glasses or something like that. Like, and let's say I paid 1 Ethereum for it, paid 1. In 10 years, it could still be worth 1 Ethereum, or it will still be worth 1 Ethereum. It won't go down. It'll still be worth 1 Ethereum, but in 10 years, Ethereum could be worth $5 million or something like that,
There you go.
So I paid $500 for it for 1 Ethereum. I'm just throwing out random numbers, but and it's still worth 1 Ethereum, but now that Ethereum is worth $5 million. So now my coin is made me rich.
This is what we try to tell y'all, man.
How you buy and sell your NFTs, and that's how their value increases.
This is not a financial literacy course.
This is not a financial literacy course. I do not know anything about financial. I'm actually pretty stupid. I have my GED, but
I have
one of those too. Crazy.
No, but yeah, dude. That's just how they work. And apparently they're in video games now, and I had literally no idea.
Nor did I. Like I said, they could take on any forms. Like Key just gave a valid example, and they can take place in video games, in-game collectibles, skins, whatever. Did not know this.
Kojima could make a game in his studio and make it an NFT, and only one person could have that game. And he could sell that game all over and it could bounce hands for the next 20 years.
Did Wu-Tang not do this already?
Wu-Tang did this with their album. There's only one.
And some farmer bro bought it, and no one has the album.
Just him.
Only him.
So he bought it. He's the only one who had it. He got arrested. He's in jail. So now it's in custody. It's evidence.
No.
Yeah, he spent like something $1 million on it.
He spent wild millions on it.
And
how are you gonna give the only Wu-Tang album to the government of all people?
That's kind of crazy.
The Wu-Tang album?
We need 36 more chambers, bro, and they blew it.
Yeah, I would never hear those chambers. That's the whack side of it right there. Like, I'm never gonna hear that music. I'm about to go to the police station and be like, yo.
Like how NFL cards are? That's how NFL cards are? They only make 1 of 1 NFL cards?
Are you talking about like the Topps cards and things like that, or
now wait, but understand though that not everything is exactly 1 of 1. Sometimes there's a certain print made.
Yeah.
Like it'll be, this is my little chippy. I'll have 12 chippy NFTs out there. You know what I mean?
That's what Topps does with some of their cards. Like Mike's cards are like that. He has the common, he has the rare, he has the ultra rare, and they're all different levels of foil, so they all cost different money.
Yeah. So there's gonna be sometimes there's like 12 of them. Maybe the number one, if you got NFT 001, is gonna cost more than NFT 012, but
because it was first edition. Okay.
Yeah, it's the first of the 12. Yeah, the number can completely change the value of it.
Yes, Gray Fox.
So some of them are doing that, I believe. Like my brother was talking about it. Like this NFL rookie cards or stuff that have parts of the jersey that they
The cards themselves have literal parts of the jersey that they wore?
Yeah, like they're doing like cool. Because of the NFT markets blowing up, that they're figuring out ways to do it tangibly and like so they double up. Like this is the jersey that I wore that day, and they'll take a picture, they'll NFT that and cut a piece of the jersey, add it to the thing. Wow. Hit you with it, bro. They out here hustling, man. Like, it's beautiful.
I want the whole number 8. Let me get that.
Let me get that, bro.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
they're that's huge.
Cool. So yeah,
like I'm looking. I want to get my own. But.
There's physicals, as we just heard, and there's digitals. Digital ones are a little more dodgy. But we'll
this explanation was amazing, though. I'm sorry, but I never thought like this was apparently a known unknown for me because people knew about it, just not me. Like I didn't know this was a thing. Like, or maybe it was an unknown for me because it never crossed my mind. The thought never crossed my mind.
I'm listening.
But it's just the explanation of the way that it's in video games, like, or the way that it could be in video games.
Oh yeah,
hit me.
It's gonna destroy.
Huh?
Hit me.
Oh, they could be
like just how we were just explaining it. It could be anything.
Yeah, but and again, it could be like an item or something, some piece of equipment. It could be like in a video game. It could be literally anything. Like
literally
anything.
They literally found these NFTs have found a way, like right because like being more niche and the exclusivity is always been a popular thing. It's always been like for the 1%. You know, now it's these things have made it more accessible for anyone. So like when you turn your game on, you pop in and somebody shows up in the lobby with the red hat, like with the backwards red hat, they might be the only one on all of the servers who have that. So it creates that when you walk in school, oh, he got the new shoes. He's the only person that has it.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
That feeling.
It's great. So smart. It's smart. It's a great business move for them. For like the world at large. Like it's crazy. It's really
and I
crazy.
never thought about it being in a video game like on the internet somewhere, fine, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like people out there on whatever website, they're selling their NFTs, cool. But this game, the game that I know about that they showed us was Age of Rust because they're upset. Steam, we should probably tell them that Steam.
Yeah. So this is why we're talking about the NFTs. Is go ahead.
Steve announced that they would ban blockchain-backed games that offer NFT and cryptocurrency. So this game called Age of Rust is getting kicked from Steam because it has in-game NFTs. Like you can literally, so the thing is, it's in-game NFTs. Like there's inside the video game, they are tradable. They have this value, but since they are in the game, they have real world value. So you can be like, my account has these NFTs, whatever. Well, I'll buy these NFTs off you for XXX. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll buy these items. I'll buy that shield off you. I'll buy that armor, that item, whatever the case may be, because it's worth this much. And that's why I'm just thinking like, yo, I've never thought about video games. Like I play an MMO, I play New World every single day. And I just never thought about in New World, I could come across some boots or a sword. I could be the only person out of a 2,000 plus server that has this sword. And it's kind of crazy. Like,
out of a 900,000 player base, be the only one with that mount. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you pull up, you pull up. If you pull up and you ride the nine-tailed fox in any MMO, you're the only one that got that. It's a wrap. It's the value on that is like, and like you said, it's in-game. So like, imagine when these big companies start getting on, you got to buy the game first, and then you trade in-game stuff. Like some of these games will be free, and then you spend the money for the But it's just the possibilities are just phenomenal. It's huge, and Steam banned them. Epic Games is like, we cool with the blockchains. Give us time on NFTs. Like we don't know all that yet. Like give us some time.
Yeah.
But
So
they're kind of polar opposite on it right now.
For the most part, they're in support of the blockchain technology as they say, as long as they follow relevant laws, disclose their terms, and are age rated by an appropriate group. They're like, yo, have at it. Like they support that the wave, basically. They support the movement moving forward with how NFTs and crypto and all of that. Like, I mean, it's the future of what's going on in the world, you know what I mean? And it's been on the rise already. It's been on a slow rise, and it's growing, blowing up.
I just remember screaming Bitcoin in like 2015, like, "Yo, we need to get it. We need to get it. We need to get it." And it was like,
you gonna keep nothing. You gonna remind us?
Yo, listen. I have a different perspective of that because when I was told about it, it wasn't pitched to me as something that was tradable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it had value, though. It definitely had value.
It had value.
Like, when I was told about it, it was like, oh yeah, you use it to make black market purchases. Well, I don't need nothing off of there. You know what I'm saying?
And I was like, fam, it's more.
I didn't know that. If I would have known that, you know what I'm saying?
But like even like my knowledge at the time was still low, but I'm like, this is the future. I need to know more. Like, I need to get in this. I need to be a part of this. And then it's just crazy, man. Like I just remember like my very, very first job off the books was I was working in an after school program that we all went to, and the director, he was close to my dad. So I would clean the place and he would pay me like $20, right? I was like 10. Right. So that feeling of cash, or you got to go to work to get your check, go home, cash the check, all that. Bro, when was the last time you even seen your money? When's the last time you even seen it?
Oh my goodness.
I don't like carrying money, so it's been a dog.
Me either. I just mean like just the way in the last 20 to 30 years it's just been this seismic change.
Yeah, we went from writing in our checkbooks to going up to the bank, getting our stuff.
I still do that.
I never do that. I don't even have a checkbook. Like, it's so funny because I was literally just having this conversation legit last night. Like, because I popped into it just so happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, randomly, I popped into it wasn't necessarily an NFT stream, but it was a sneaker stream. But
that could easily become that could easily be an NFT stream.
That's easy.
Like, well, this specific shoe tuber just bought their first NFT.
That's awesome.
And they had it on the stream itself, like it was up in the top. This is how I learned about the website, but because I was in their stream, and they just happened to talk about I just bought it, boom, and he was just like, yo, like, own a couple of businesses. Like, he owns like 3 or 4 of his own businesses, and he's like, I don't do cash. Like, it makes it easier for me on taxes if everything is just online. Like, if I just it's just everything, you can see everything that goes on in my bank. Like, you can see it all in all these different places. I got my online, I got my email, like everything. It's easier because it's already documented for me. I don't got to keep the paper trail of all of that, the notebooks, the receipts, none of it. Earlier this year, I brought a literal shoebox of receipts to H&R Block, and that lady was pissed. Like, she did not like me that day. She was very unhappy. But like, you just don't. It's all digital money. It's all fake, non-existent money that we have.
That's why I keep saying it don't matter, bro. Just be nice to people. Yo, because some hacker can just delete everything.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is from OpenSea, right? The site that Key just told us about. It's called the Moon Stomper. Wants one Ethereum for it, which is currently at a little less than 3,750 US.
Mm-hmm.
And people have been. This has been going up. It started at 0.01, which is 37 cents, and skyrocketed to damn near $4,000. All you are getting is a OBJ file in the original GIF and MP4 of a spinning shoe.
Yo, Reese is so mad right now.
These things have value, bro.
Why does this thing have value? My man stayed up probably a few hours. I'm listening.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me answer your question.
Why does the Mona Lisa have value?
There you go.
Why does
the Mona Lisa is also tangible?
what does that matter?
What do you mean, why does that matter? Like you said, somebody could just come in and destroy this.
The picture with my hand, that matters.
Well, to me at least, yeah.
To you, okay.
That may not matter to whoever bid this whole Ethereum on the Moonstomper.
It's all a form of art. It's all a form of something. It's something to look like. There's the first NFTs I have, which I forgot about, and I just remembered, are I have some. I have two, I think. Basketball card. They're called.
I was waiting for y'all to quell down. I was going to bring this point. Say, no, you got it.
You want to go? You can go. But they're called moments. They're called moments. But you can go.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. That was like one of our first NFT conversations.
Yeah, like it's like anything has value, like to any group of people. Anything. It doesn't have to be like tangible. Like,
I mean,
bro, people are on their phones or on their device. We just said we couldn't even function on our daily jobs without this technology. It's always on you. So to be one person who has the LeBron James block on Steph Curry Game 7 of the finals, you're the only person in the entire world that got that image. ESPN can't show it because it's yours. You know what I mean? Like to some people that matters. To some people, like
that's what I'm saying.
If that was some of your favorite game or your favorite anime or whatever, like I think you would spend $10 on that. If it was like you're the only one that has the OG image of whatever, of whoever from whatever anime, and you're the only one who has it.
$10, sure. $3,000, no.
I mean,
that's the thing, though. How do you
listen? We've had this conversation numerous times. We're gonna go all the way back. What was it? The Supreme Oreos. Do not get me started on that again.
That's a different conversation because Supreme they troll because they know they can get away with it. They made Supreme a Supreme brick. You know what I'm saying? They know they can do this. They know they troll because.
Well, I know that. I'm just using it because they're the offending ones.
The thing is, we are in a technology age, right?
We're transitioning to digital age, bro.
Yeah, it's a digital age. So they made museums of old architectures and things like that, of the things that they found in the world, and they're actually there, and it's they were real, that they were in the world, they were there. It's like a bunch of art and stuff like that. And there was no technology back then, so you build a building to hold all of this stuff. But now in the future, where we have technology, now you have this art that everybody is making, and you have the same museums that are holding this art. It's just that the museum is in your computer now. It's being held somewhere else. It's
so Silva just said, I sold a meme for $500. Anything is possible, Kings. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like he created something and someone bought it. Like that's just like how a potter creates a pot and you buy it. Or like he said earlier, like how somebody created the Mona Lisa and it became this beautiful thing and people just keep buying it, or it goes from museum to museum because you want to preserve. The architects now not only build buildings, but they build giant hard drives so people can store stuff on it. It's the way it goes.
And think about it, Reese. Think about it. Like
you're not convincing me. But go ahead.
Let's say you put I had this camera back in the day that I used to film us skateboarding on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's say anything, all of that stuff that was on that camera is gone. Like I have no idea where that camera is anymore. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is gone. So it's not like, bro, it's not like the stuff is just gonna be endlessly in the internet. Like you can still lose it. It can still be gone. My computer, I just wiped the hard drive to make it part of my and gave it to my PS5. Like my PS5 finally has the 5 terabyte. It's finally connected.
Like, go ahead.
No, go ahead. But I'm just saying, like, it's not.
Yes. So, like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, if you was to go Google the Unforgivables, they would pop up. Number one, first thing at the top. If you go on YouTube, they were right there. Now, sometimes you type in Unforgivable, you don't even see it. It's buried. It's gone. So now imagine you're the only one who owns all the Unforgivables. Like that's a thing. Like
somebody
could sell
bought
those.
Charlie bit my finger.
Fine with that. Yeah. I'm not spending several grand on that. I didn't have buy whatever you want. This is your money.
No, see, I'm not trying to convince you to spend several grand. I'm not trying to convince you to do anything.
And I'm not trying to say that it's foolish to buy these things at all. Buy it. I'm just not spending that. That's ridiculous. You're giving me 3 files and I'm giving you $3,000. That is not equivalent exchange.
But now that file, because you missed the whole coin that's behind the file, that he's charging. Oh man,
no,
the value
he just did the whole coin thing. No, I'm still not doing it.
That's crazy. Like now the thing that you own is worth that $4,000 and it might go up.
That's fine. So whoever spent that $4,000, I wish you luck. It won't be me. Listen, I don't know why you act like you're surprised. This is like the 20th time we've had this conversation.
No, but I'm just looking at it like it's tradable currency. It's like
you are being willingly ignorant, and it makes no sense.
Not at all. I willfully acknowledge the purpose of your previous statement with the coin. So what are you talking about? You were correct.
All right. Yeah, I'm not trying to convince you to buy it. Not at all. Not at all. Just that I'm just trying to show you why these things have value. You know, like.
No, you showed me. You already did. Yeah. That doesn't mean I have to agree with it. I couldn't convince you of something why I think something should be. That doesn't mean you have to necessarily agree with it. But if y'all making money off of it, I'm happy for y'all. My Silver just said he sold $500 for a meme. Mm-hmm. That is, I love hearing that. Do it again, actually. But that's just not my thing.
But my
that's
question is would you not pay a graphic designer $500 for your website, like to design something for you? It's almost the same thing. It's like walking into a store and you see something, you just let me cop that. Like I don't like. Why is this so crazy?
When you buy things, for me at least, it's to be used, not to be. Oh, let me just. And if it is something I buy to look at, like little figurines and things like that, like the Diva figurine, the funky things I have like that, those things, I don't spend that much money on them.
Yeah.
That's all.
But he's not trying to get you to buy it because we know if you do see something,
we're past that part.
Fine. Yeah.
It's not even, listen, Reese, you wait a second now. You don't even have to go. Let's say I was actually trying to convince you to buy an NFT. Bro, you don't have to go in and spend a band on it, bro. Yeah. The one that the shoot
to know this. You can saw the beginning bids on the thing, they were pennies.
Yeah, it was 30. It used to be 37 cents.
That would be something I would go in and be like, okay, that shoe is cool. I'll toss a few dollars his way, cool. But once it's up there, like that's when we pass the disagreement line. That's all I'm saying.
Anybody that has the money to spend like 3-4 bands on an NFT is probably that's you know what I'm saying. That's that,
and he was like, "Yo, I want that
37 cents,
so I could 3D print it to be like I want to wear these in real life." And he wants to spend the 4 bands on it to make sure that he's the one that has it. Be the only person in the world with it.
All I'm saying is you have there's some people that like don't even like playing video games or anything like that, but you got some video games in there that we just looked up that are worth a lot more than you paid for them.
A lot more than what I paid for. That was a little crazy actually finding out. I'm not going to hold you.
He has Persona
Revelations.
Persona Revelations.
The 1996 PS1 release.
And it's worth $200 now.
Was that
I'm trying to decipher if it's my internet or someone else's internet. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, we're probably coming in weird.
Am I breaking up?
Yeah. Everybody's breaking up, so it must be me.
Got you. Well, that NFT conversation went everywhere, but it's good that it did because it kind of does touch on the next subject, actually. We talk sport, we talk everything here. One of those talks being sports, actually. And in a past life, B on Fridays would stream EA's FIFA. And we've talked about EA and FIFA on numerous occasions with the whole NCAA thing, with the kids not getting paid, how they're trying to figure that scheme out. EA's shady practices in general, things like that. And
the selling of the cards, the iconic
selling of the cards, and the moments, all that stuff, accusations of gambling, and how they had to change those things around, loot boxes, how they had to. Now they have this feature where they show you what you're going to rip from the packs before you actually rip from the packs. It's been a whole lot of stuff. Now, FIFA may have had enough. And they may be going their individual ways after how long has it been?
Bro, this whole, that whole thing is seismic.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take this one because you're far more integrated in that realm.
Before we get into that, like this, like people are still going nuts about the NFT and blockchain conversation.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So let's give them a little shine before we.
So let me see. So Alex Sappy in our chat. The only thing I think NFT end up along the lines of high gallery art, it's a good way to capitalize on art for wealth to make it more feasible of a career. Anything that they aren't making more of, I'm interested in. But for me personally, I try to stem off of it because I dislike high value art myself. And most well-off NFT artists make a bank on a final bid, which feels like it's getting back to the socialized side of art museum side of how art is allocated, not for the community, etc., but that's dependent on your mindsets towards creating arts.
So Sappy's not a fan. You're not a fan of NFTs. Is that what you're saying, Sappy? You said you think it's for along the lines of high gallery art. I mean, people do. I mean, there's NFTs of all sizes. It's kind of it's more it's like an investment. You know what I'm saying? It isn't, but all art is an investment though. Like if let's say I bought something from you, Sappy, you know what I'm saying? And then you came out to become this major artist that just like, I don't know, just became super huge as an artist. That original art that I drew from you, that would automatically go up from or that you drew from me would automatically go up in value. It's an original art.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's like like you said at the end there, like it depends on the person's mindset and how they approach things. Because stuff that I buy for like that I want in my home, it's never even a thought about me reselling it. It's not even a thought. Doesn't even cross my mind. But if I'm going into it with something to go get it, to maybe move it in the future, then yeah. But for some people, even though it might be an investment, they're not looking at it as an investment. I'm going to buy that statue because I like it, and I'm going to put it in my house because I like it.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it.
Fair enough.
Wait, my prints have always costed the same, but that's because I make art for my community rather than to capitalize on my value. I see what you're saying. Oh, so you kind of like, I don't know, like the Robin Hood or something like that? Like you never want to make copious amounts of money off of your art, off of your talent? Is that what you're like that?
You're the community Banksy.
It's more like, yeah, it's more like you're doing it because of the community, because of it, not trying to capitalize off those people and take all their money. It's more about like, I'm making my art and it's enough that you would like it to spend a couple dollars on it, and that couple dollars is enough for me to live, and we can keep doing this dance and raise the community and raise the love, as opposed to you're trying to strategically release things to make money.
But see, Sappy, but the thing is, bro, what I'm trying to say is that you have nothing to do with it. Like, no, you do have something to do with it, but you, as far as what you're charging, for instance, Nike, they are going in and they're just trying to release sneakers to whoever is trying to buy the sneakers, right? Their sneakers cost $200. You know what I'm saying? Like their sneakers are $200. They release it, they make their $200, and then they're happy. When you hit up the internet, StockX, the aftermarket, that is where people are paying $1,000 for their sneakers. So although you, Sappy, are for the community and your art is, let's say, $100 for whatever art that you draw, because you want to have it always equal, always the same price. If you become this crazy, you know what I'm saying, people's like, yo, Sappy is the best artist ever, whatever. Even though you yourself are only charging $100, your value of your art goes up in the aftermarket because of how popular you are.
I think that's why he doesn't like it. Like it's for similar reason why Reese, like once it hits a certain point, it's like, bro, this isn't even, Like I get it.
like you said, the money isn't real. Like, why are we doing this?
I mean, it'll pay your light bill though. It's real enough for that.
Visible. You know what I'm saying?
It's real enough for that.
It's like air. You know what I'm saying? It's very much there.
That's that slider, right? You live more comfortable this way, or you're more miserable. Like
everything's on a slider.
That slider.
Less monopolization for sure on a lot of different aspects, even the art itself. But yeah, I'm wary on how that can lead to things like the concept of how museums are just collections of things, either quote donated or from the highest bidder.
I mean, that's what. Wait, what are you saying? Because isn't that what museums are? They're like just kind of like some things I wouldn't even say donated, but I guess that's a
no. But that's what he's saying. He's wary of it going that way. Like, art shouldn't be that way. Art should just be art. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of lost on that. On the museums, it just I don't know. I didn't understand the museum
the
situation.
Statement. It's like art exploitation if there is too much value attached to it. You still don't get it?
No, I'm lost. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of lost.
He's saying like it's not about like it's more like it's not about the artist or the art itself. It only has to do with the value.
So like artifacts being held up in London. So yeah, only that place has it because they were like the highest bidder.
Right.
They were able.
Yeah.
Oh, they paid the most money, so they could display it here.
Like at the beginning of Black Panther, like when he walks in, he's like, "That's not yours. That's not yours. That's not yours. That belongs to the community." But
that's why I said that's a different conversation though, because that stuff was stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't donated. Like it was took. You know what I mean? So like that's a different conversation. It's like this is something that somebody purchased. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like this is something that somebody purchased from a willing seller, I should say. It's that I just feel like that's a different conversation.
This is not my realm, so I'm gonna listen to y'all.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like it's not the same realm of conversation. We're talking about willingness, about somebody putting out something because they wanted to, it's art, you know what I'm saying? A piece of work, a project that they wanted to put out and sold it to somebody that wanted to buy it at a price that they both agreed on. It's just so happened the aftermarket now that is worth more because of the original person that made it. Like you really think like somebody paid $5 million in the 1420s for Van Gogh's art? Nah, you know what I'm saying? They paid whatever they paid back then, and now it's worth more. But sorry,
because they said so. Like because the people, it has hype. If something has hype, it's going to drive up the sales. It's going to drive up the cost of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it goes in those markets, man.
Money isn't even real, though, man.
It goes that way in sports. Like if your player is that nice, that transfer fee is going to be more expensive. Like
he gets to ask for more money.
That player has more hype.
It was a crazy deal. Somebody in hockey, I think it was in the NHL. Somebody just got off with a crazy deal, like one of the biggest deals. I was on the news. I heard it in like passing.
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing about like sports that are governed here, as opposed to FIFA sports, is different. So here, like your value goes up, so you can ask the team for more money, whatever. But like if they trade you or whatever, like there's nothing defending you unless you're that person and you have a no trade clause and you can decide where you want to go. On the other side, in FIFA, certain players, like all your players, have a transfer fee that you set. So let's say your player makes 100 million, like they crushing it. I mean, like they're making 300 million on their salary, right? And the team is like, I'll pay that dude 300 million too. I want him. All right, cool. Well, the transfer fee is 200 million.
Yeah,
what? That's what we don't have here. And so certain players' transfer fees are so high that if you want them, you got to pay the transfer fee, and then you still got to pay the player's wages because you bought the contract, you bought the player.
Yeah.
So it's a different ball game.
That the amount of money that is in football is absolutely, it makes no sense.
And it's about to get dispersed.
After
to get dispersed. 30 years.
It was
30, EA.
Wow.
30 years. It was signed in 1993. EA and FIFA, the governing organization over the world's most beloved sport, are losing their exclusivity deal. They are not re-signing. So FIFA has said that they don't like that EA has the monopoly on the sport, that they make all the money, they do all the esports, they dictate everything, and they never really liked them anyways. That's what they said. So it came out that a couple days ago, maybe a week ago, that EA announced that they were thinking about changing the name of FIFA. Like, maybe we can change the name and make it more something else. I'm like, that's odd. And then
what you mean?
FIFA, and then it comes out that the talks of renewing the contract soured. It's not going well. And then we hear that EA was never really liked in the relationship, and we split in ways with the exclusivity. That's crazy. The amount of money that these games make, that they generate, is absurd. Because people forget there's music label deals that go into these games. There's clothing labels. There's Nike, Adidas, there's Reebok. Everybody's in there. All these companies put so much money into these. They
billions,
so much money to get their products and their items and their teams. Like the national teams and all the clubs around, all the leagues around all the world have so much to consider, because FIFA is officially looking at other places to develop their game. Games with an S. They're thinking about doing, they have all the power, so they can decide where they want to go. Like, do we want 2 games? Do we want 3 games? Do we want 4 games? Who gets what? Like, what clubs get exclusivity where? Because that's already a thing. Like PES has...
eFootball.
eFootball has Juventus.
Whenever y'all say PES, so I FIFA, automatically think of the candy. Like, my head goes straight there.
That's why, I was like, PES is no longer a thing.
Yeah. So Konami has Juventus, which is like the biggest Italian club. Yet, so in FIFA, currently, they don't have any Juventus stuff. They have all the players there, but all the logos, the songs, the stadium, they can have none of that stuff in their game. So that right there tells you all you need to know about what is coming or what is to come for the way of playing this game, this sport. It's crazy. It's unprecedented. This is like seismic news. And it happened today. Today, they decided it's over.
I mean, 30 years.
30-year exclusivity deal done. EA has to think about their life without FIFA. That's, you know what I mean? Like, without them being exclusive. They got to think about that. That's a lot of money that's gonna disappear. And then EA, and then FIFA got to think about their life without EA, because you can say whatever you want. We got the sport. You've been eating 30 years. A lot. You've been eating a lot. A lot.
You were with the biggest sports manufacturer on this side of the earth. Easily.
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of like, that's like Jordan's. Let's say like Nike stopped messing with their manufacturer. I feel like manufacturers are going to be licking their ankles trying to get at them. Like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I feel like
possibly.
FIFA has the name, you know?
Everybody's lining up like
like exactly. Like everybody's right like, oh, you single now? You know what I mean?
Like, everybody's eyes
slide in the DMs. Like, oh, so you, like FIFA got the name. I feel like EA. EA said FIFA wanted too much money, which is kind of hilarious. But
what is too much money when billions are involved?
Bro, you get them what they want. You get them what they want.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all been riding with what's crazy is that you have a 30-year relationship and y'all kill it off like that. Like, Y'all ended? Y'all couldn't come to terms on none of that? On nothing? Money is really the root of all evil, bro. It's crazy.
It doesn't exist.
You built a 30-year relationship and like they wanted too much money. I'm good.
Listen,
like,
bro,
amongst all this, the only thing I want is a damn game that has the teams. I don't want great value Juventus. I want actual Juventus. Like, what the hell, dude?
This is an issue with There's so many things that the internet
and that's what's so
is going
frustrating.
Crazy right now.
I bet. This is like some of the hugest news since Bethesda was bought, honestly.
Bro, this is nuts. It's nuts because you don't know what game is going to come out and what game is going to have.
I was going to say, this is bigger.
Real likeness in it.
In terms of dollars. So it's games? What else can you do? What else? Are you going to make FIFA and Volta a separate game? That would be lit. How many more games can you come out with?
And is it going to be like 2K versus live before the update?
That,
you know what I'm saying? Like, because live used to be trash.
Well, no, there's already kind of that. So are you going to fight amongst yourself now? Is it going to be FIFA versus Konami?
Well, to see that's what I want to ask y'all. Like, do y'all think that FIFA will be able to compete with EA?
It depends on what developer they choose. So they're shopping developers now. And it's like,
and are they? Because they got to ask for rights from FIFA.
For what?
To put likenesses and stuff in. Yeah.
Oh, the new developer.
They're about to put, bro. They're about to. What I think they're about to pull a Square Enix Marvel. You know what I'm saying? They're about to use all new cast, all new characters. Like
eFootball's kind of already doing that unintentionally.
Oh, bro,
boy, the models. They're supposed to be the actual models, but they look like they was like, oh no, we can't use them, so we're just gonna use this. But they're supposed to be the likenesses. There was literally only one that was even close to acceptable. I think it was Pogba's. I think.
Yeah. They look horrible,
but
like,
the rest of them
was still like they were trying. So Pez like had its fan base, it had its little rivalry. It was good. This eFootball is free to play, so you can spend all your money online. And it's terrible.
You can see why it's free to play.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
But
yeah, I feel, I don't know. I'm real torn about it because it's cool that now there's probably gonna be more games. There's probably gonna be at least 2 to 3 competing games for the top. EA is not just gonna bow out. They're gonna make some game.
2 to 3. There's a third party.
I mean, they're shopping developers right now. So FIFA is shopping developers. They don't know. And they said that they want to have games with an S. So it could be 2, could be 3. Who knows?
Fair.
So this, the game after this, it looks like could 23. Possibly be the last one because it's till the end of 22.
Right. 22 is the last game. 22 is their last.
23.
FIFA 22 is the last one.
22 is the last one. This is
FIFA 22 is their last game. That's
it. And let's be honest. Well, at least from my experience, FIFA, EA, they make a better game, right? But over these long periods of time, do the games get better? I've always felt like they're kind of lazy and lackadaisical because they're the only place to get it. You don't really got to work that hard if it's like only competitor is Konami and they got their little fan base. We smooth. Like, FIFA has driven the culture for the past 25 years. Like players, like real players they can't wait for their card to come out. They're waiting for their overall score. They look like they posted on their social media, like FIFA is culture. This game is culture. So I'm real curious to see how it's going to go. I have no idea. It's crazy.
Who gets the card game?
You talking about
is that EA or is that FIFA?
You talking about foot? Like what do you say? The card game, like the player cards and how you got to build your deck and things like that?
In the game, you get to build.
Yeah. The FIFA Ultimate Team.
Yeah, foot. Oh, that's why you called it foot?
FIFA Ultimate Team. Yep.
I mean,
who gets that?
That's FIFA,
it's called FIFA Ultimate Team, but is it called FIFA Ultimate Team because the game is called FIFA? You know, like
you know what I'm saying? Is it now just going to be called
And
what are they calling their
Ultimate Team?
What is EA calling their game? What's their name they're calling themselves?
I think it's EA Sports FC, something like that.
EA Sports
EA
FC.
Sports
Yeah.
FC,
So now is it gonna
yeah.
be FC Ultimate Team now? You know what I mean? Like, could be.
Oh yeah, because
Football
Ultimate
Club,
Team is
Ultimate Team,
EA's, right?
Huh?
Ultimate Team is a EA
Ultimate
thing.
Teim is EA.
Yeah,
because it's in
also
all of their games.
Yeah, Madden Ultimate.
Yeah. It's in Madden. It's in hockey.
Yeah.
It's in the NHL.
But
so Silver
2K
says
does also have it as well.
Yeah, they have it too. Oh, bro, everybody cookie cut that bottle.
Yeah,
everybody was like, "Oh, EA, you know what you doing?"
Oh
Girl,
my
I'm telling
goodness.
you, bro. Like, I don't even play 2K no more, but like that card game is lit, bro. Like, open your pack, getting the rare drops. You know what I'm saying? Getting the rare players. It's a feeling. It's
like
a feeling.
we were in the Discord chat and we all had our cameras up and stuff. And I play a ton of FIFA. And sometimes I just be playing match after match after match. I don't open my pack. I will collect like 50 packs.
Yeah, I do that in Siege.
Open them all.
I do that in Siege.
So,
I have 200
M-Card,
packs in Siege.
He buys the ultimate edition of this game every year. Like this is his game. He don't play nothing else. This is it. It's FIFA. It's life.
Bust.
That's it.
FIFA or bust.
It's FIFA or bust. And he saw that. He was like, "B, you got to open those cards. You give me anxiety. You got to open those packs. You got to do it right now." And it literally felt like back in the day when we played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic and all this stuff. And we're sitting there and I'm cracking the packs open, pulling crazy cards, dude. I pulled the Bruno, the 97 overall Bruno. I'm just pulling crazy stuff. And dudes were just turning up. It was like, this moment right here is in jeopardy. What is going on right now, bro? It's crazy.
I played the 2K card game for a little bit, but I got to open up a couple of my starter packs. I got to open up a couple of packs. I pulled Allen Iverson. I'm like, yo. And I hit up Cody. I'm like, yo, bro. He's like, what? I'm like, fam. Like, yo, it's a feeling. It's a feeling.
So we have Silver from the chat. I can see FIFA breaking the EA chains to move into in-game NFT game before anyone.
Jeez.
I mean,
they kind of.
I mean, not wrong. I mean, they could.
Yeah, they could
move that way. I'm surprised EA hasn't moved that way. But
I was just gonna say EA because the players are different. They're a separate entity. So the player themselves can do NFTs or exclusivity deals with whoever they want.
Yeah.
Because that's what. So Antoine Griezmann and Ousmane Dembele, they did deals with eFootball back when it was PES, and it's like they did exclusivity deals with them. So they were on the cover, they were all over the work, but because they're their own person, they could still be in the other game because they signed off on it. You could do whatever you want as the player. Like the players have a lot of power right now too. So
that's what we need.
It's a whirlwind.
Yo,
people
NCAA, take notes.
Yo, like some people like, what am I even playing 22 for? Like, yo, it's crazy. People, it's just
they're giving up on 22 already.
No, it's just like,
I mean,
the next one is gone. All your coins, like what's gonna happen?
I mean, but see,
no one knows what's gonna happen.
Now, I hope this is not gonna happen. But I literally said this a couple of streams ago. Huh?
Don't say that.
Well, I mean, you guys' counter argument was that because it makes them money. But so mine was a couple of streams ago. I was like, yo, I would like to see a sports game stop making them and then just keep on updating the last one that they put out. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop making them, just keep on updating.
The opportunity.
But you know what I'm saying? But y'all was like, you know, when you drop a new game, everybody gonna buy it. So why would you stop?
That was the EA method. Now that the EA chains are broken.
Yeah, now it's possible they could just continuously update 22, FIFA 22, which will they do it? I don't know. I don't know.
They probably can they?
Crazy. Like,
can they call it FIFA 22?
No, they can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's why they were talking about changing the name before this happened.
They can't do that no more. So I don't think they would update this
EA Sports FC 1 could be heat if they wait 2 years.
Yeah.
Or if they wait a year or so, you know? Like NBA Live, when I was a kid, like a kid was the cream of the crop. NBA Live 95, 96, 97, 98.
You
bangers.
Weren't seeing them.
Bangers. Oh, bangers. Best game.
There was no out, weren't they? Besides the silly games?
Yeah, besides the goofy stuff, the NBA jams.
And
and like they might have had a Sean Kemp's competitor or you know what I mean, like those little one-off games by an athlete. But that was it was the best. Then
had those.
Then we had the 3D, and then the 3D models came out, and they didn't have nothing. And 2K came out and changed the game
with the arrows. I used to play 2K. I had OG, like bro. I used to play 2K. You had the arrows. You had to aim with the arrows. I had NFL and NBA 2K, the originals. Yeah,
crazy. Like you use the top button, just like a play. But
wow,
bro, I'll never. I played so many hours of those games at Keith's crib.
Yeah.
Like I love sports. I love sports and sports games. So
I used to. Wow.
And then
what happened?
NBA came out. 2K changed the game, and then it was all right. Who's better? Who's better? By 2K10, 2K11, you knew, bro. Live was trash. Live them fell off. Trash. So what did they do? They took a couple of years off, and they came out with a game that was actually relevant. It did okay, and then the next one did way better.
Yeah. The most live it was pretty good. Like people, you know what I'm saying? It was good. It was good.
They're getting their cookies back ever so slowly.
Now 2K is such a beast that
you can't.
People
stop
are kind of with live, and then live fell off again. They fell off again.
Especially because it had this stigma that like, when you just when you used to be able to just look at what live looked like and look at 2K, you're like, bro, why would I ever buy your game? Like, why would I ever touch this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just looked. The characters did not look anywhere. I keep saying characters. Players did not look.
So take that, and that's FIFA and eFootball right now. Essentially the same exact thing.
It looks like they made their faces out of digital clay. And then they let our daughters just get in the room real quick and just touch it. That's what they look like in eFootball.
Hold on, I got you. Look at this stuff. I got you. Hold on. Oh man, these faces are egregious. Hold on, let me switch to this one.
Oh dear.
Just do the eFootball versus the FIFA 22s.
Oh, eFootball versus FIFA 22.
22. Yep, right there.
So that's a facial expression. Here it is.
Let's go to images.
Images, fine. Let's see what's in here. Oh,
bam! Here we go.
Look at that.
So bad.
And that's kind of like what it would be like with NBA 2K versus live. Like that's exactly how it would be.
This is exactly what we're looking at. Yeah.
That's
nuts, man.
Wild.
Yeah, so. But and live fell off again because I've been out of the
live fell off again. And my thing is like 2K I feel like 2K is where FIFA is right now, like because they know they have their fan base and they keep it in like the culture's a part of it, you know, like the inside the NBA is a part of 2K. So like you get Shaq and Charles, like you get that vibe. If you're a real fan of the sport, you're so connected to that game. But I feel like the game mechanics haven't progressed in the last couple of years. Like it still feels like super slow. Like I remember before, like 7 years ago when the NBA was still that slow. Like now,
NBA is pretty damn fast.
Doesn't play like that. There's only a couple of teams who can pull that off, and the game hasn't sped up to stay with the modern NBA. The modern NBA is very loose. Everyone can play every position. It's always open in transition, and the game still feels slow. Like Tim Duncan's about to post up. Like that's not it no more. So they got to work on that. They got to work on that. But yeah, this is a huge seismic thing in the sport, the culture of the sport. FIFA has been this just crazy thing for the past 25, 30 years. Like they had the contract for 30 years, but I feel like in the past 20, it's just been every time a FIFA comes out, it's monumental. Like it's so important. All the players get involved. People from all over the world just get so stoked. It's called FIFA Day. It's literally what it's called when it comes out. It's called FIFA Day.
I think when I actually purchased the first one, I heard about that, but like, Yo, what are y'all doing? I'm wild late to the culture.
Dude,
wild late.
Every single time we talk about this, I think about this. I'm like, yo, I want to play 2K. I want to open up some packs. I want to play that card game.
Yeah, he's
do I really want to spend this VC
I love it.
Yo, sports games and fighting games are hours, bro. It's work, but it's so rewarding. It's so much fun.
So much fun.
I'm only gonna just play when y'all on, and then I don't remember having it installed. That's it.
So me, Reese, Gamerbot J, M-Card, and J Negative Gaming have been playing so much FIFA. It's insane.
I don't even like sports games.
Pro Clubs and Volta back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah, good.
I was just gonna say, I think it's really cool. You can have your own character in there, and just like have your own fits on the soccer field. It's kind of like my park. It's like my park. You just have your own custom character on the field.
Yeah, that's what Volta is.
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
Because they play those all over the world. Like they play street soccer and all this other stuff. And now it's in the Olympics. Like they play like 3-on-3 Volta.
Oh, yeah.
And they do it in the sand, and then they have one on like the courts and stuff. And it's huge. It's huge. And you can dress your characters up and all that stuff. It's sick, man. These sports games, when you play a sports game as a kid, you're like, man, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. They do all of that stuff now. They do all of it. You can link up with your friends and have like, you're the point guard. You don't ever switch. You're only Steph Curry. And then your other 4 friends have to play the other spots. Like it's money. I don't know I don't know what it's going to be, but FIFA has had crazy highs, wild lows. Whatever is going to be going forward, we will see, but the memories will be there, man. I love that series. So we're going to see what it is. It's crazy.
Try you guys to choose.
Try not to tarnish it. Yeah, this is wild.
You said what side am I going to choose?
Yeah, what side are y'all going to choose?
Whatever side makes the better game. Whatever side makes the better game. Whatever side makes the better game.
Whichever one B gets.
Whatever happened to brand loyalty?
I don't have that.
Whatever happened to brand loyalty? We had to ditch that some time ago. You got burned several times, right? Final Fantasy 13 Versus.
Final Fantasy 13 Versus.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. It's Final Fantasy 15 now. Which I said this earlier. I do have hopes that Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I am hopeful, confident. I believe that Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2, when they go out into the world, I think it's going to be open world because of Final Fantasy 15 and because of what 16 looks like. But Final Fantasy 15 is open world. It's their take on a Western styled RPG. And since they did that, since they can do that, it's shown that they can do that. I think this new one will have. I think 7 Remake Part 2 will have open world.
I was gonna say,
I hope so. I don't feel because they've showed that they can do other things, and then they omit them from other games. They show that they can do something here, and they don't do it over there. So I'm like, I don't know.
They definitely have done that. Yes, but well, would this count as a mainline? I was gonna say this is a mainline game. But does this count? This don't count? I don't know. This don't count, do it?
What? Final Fantasy 7?
Remake?
I mean,
yeah, it's a remake of a mainline game.
Maybe it's not a main. Oh, it's a remake of a mainline game. I like that. I like what you did there.
Yeah, it is, though. It is a remake of a mainline game.
To be careful of basing it because of how it looks. Like what you said, 16 looks open world, but Arceus Legends looked open world also, and that joint is not.
Man.
So I was gonna say, be careful.
It's funny you bring up Arceus because I made a statement earlier, which isn't really a statement coming from me.
Statement, okay.
It's not really a statement coming from me because when it comes to the Pokemon realm, I am literally nobody important. I am not even their market. You know what I'm saying? I'm not their target market. You know what I mean?
Same.
Listening.
But as a gamer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I played Pokemon since Red. Well, you know, I played Pokemon since Red. I do enjoy the Pokemon games. They're fun. And I like to battle. But I'm going to buy Arceus, but I'm not buying Pokemon until it looks like Dokkaev. If y'all can't give me
a long time.
Oh, it's not happening. It's literally not happening. And the reason I had a discussion with this about this on Twitter. People was like, "Oh, they have X Pokemon, they can't do it." I'm like, bro, I'm not hearing you. Yes, they can. Like, yes,
I'm not hearing none of that. I'm not.
They can do that. They can do it.
Bam.
And the reason why they haven't done it or aren't doing it and have no intention on doing it is because people like you saying, "Oh, they can't do it, so we're just gonna take what we can get. Like we're gonna take, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what they give us.
We've done enough of that.
I don't really care about.
Imagine if we only took what we could get. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, like
we don't have shit.
The thing is, like Pokemon enthusiasts, they don't really care about that. They don't even care about the Pokemon doing graphical moves. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care about none of that. They just want to breed, fight, whatever, get your items, get your berries. You know what I'm saying? That's all they care about.
I want to see my Jigglypuff walk up to your Pokemon and slap it twice when I say execute, double slap.
Yeah.
I want to see my Charizard throw a flaming doll, like, you know what Fire Blast looked like back in the day. I want to see that thing travel towards you and tear your Pokemon apart. I don't want to see I don't want to see that.
Yo, I can't stand the little.
I don't want to see I don't want to see your sprite move left and right when you do tail whip. Yo, go up to him and smack him with your tail, and then I want to see.
Yo,
like, come on, man.
I don't want to be like, yo, Pikachu, get him, and he be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he just hop. He just like, no.
Like, wow, you've been doing that since Game Boy.
You've been doing that since
Game Boy, bro. You've been like, this is Game Boy, bro. Listen, bro. Like what I just said in the last segment. Like I love FIFA. Like I love that series. But I didn't buy it every year. Like sometimes it comes out and stuff is just wonky. It's a crazy mess. There's way too much jank. I'm like, nah, bro. I'll see you next year. Like being a diehard fan of something doesn't mean you have to just give them your money every time they release something. Like hold them accountable to the quality that you want.
Yeah.
Like you're the quality assurance. You're the consumer. If the consumer decides this is trash, do better, they have to do better because you won't buy it. If you just keep buying it, it's gonna keep making trash. They're gonna keep doing it, bro. Oh my gosh!
That's
Stop
what I was
enabling
saying.
them to give you trash. Stop.
It's like Pokemon fans are it's like they are absolutely blind to anything graphical when it comes to Pokemon. It's like, okay, like that's what it looks like. What do like the Pokemon do? What new items are in the game? What new berries are in the game? You know what I'm saying? Anything graphical, completely omitted. They don't care about it.
It's like you apologize for them. Like, don't do that. Like, don't be a part of that. Like me, like if I would have made Arceus, like, and I wanted an open world, like, and they're like, oh, now you can't do that. It's too many Pokemon. Then take some of the Pokemon out of the game and just let me go out there with my one companion Pokemon just tearing stuff apart. Like, let me do that. Like change it up. Do something different.
Like how they did in Sword and Shield. They took out some of the Pokemon so that they can use later assets.
No, I mean like a companion. Like I'm literally like doing combos with my companion Pokemon doing combos. And like I can shoot a bow and the Pokemon can shoot the Thunderbolt at the bolt to create a chain lightning. Like open it up, bro. Open it up. You're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
That's how you know the Pokemon community are they're apologists, because when Pokemon was coming out, they had a certain amount of Pokemon that was coming out. Then they changed the amount of Pokemon that was coming out, and then they was like, oh no, there's too many Pokemon, you can't do it. And then we got DLC with the Pokemon that they said wasn't going to be part of the, you know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah,
because we called it in the beginning, they're just going to DLC those other 400 or so Pokemon in there.
Yep. We call that.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, it's fine. You can have our money. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough space to put it on there. And then it's DLC because you have 128 gigs card that you bought separately and plugged into your Switch. So yeah, we'll just use that space. Yo, $5 a pack, $10 a pack.
It's the DLC is actually you can only
30.
buy it.
Yeah.
It's $30. It's two of them, but you had to buy both at the same. You couldn't buy them singles. I don't think you could have bought them singles. You can buy them single. Oh, you can buy them singles. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. But
still,
but there was I did buy them both at the same time.
Yo, we're dropping this. It's coming with this many Pokemon. We're bringing you this many Pokemon. And then it was like, nah. As a matter of fact, it's gonna come with this many Pokemon. And everybody was like, well, the space. You gotta think about the space because of the new graphics and the space. And then they're like, yo, but we got these 2 DLCs with all these extra other Pokemon. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get that. What happened to the space?
What about look up the file size for those DLCs?
We optimized the space so it doesn't take up as much space. So that
so now the space is better. Now we got more space. We gave space, and it's like, bro,
there's mad space now. We got this. We got this. There's more space.
And the crazy thing is did Nintendo ever come out and say none of that? No. They're like, our fans will protect us for us. Yes. This is what we was just talking about. They don't have to say nothing. They got plausible deniability. They don't got to say nothing. They can just sit back and be like, yep, sure.
Oh, it's not.
So they never have to say nothing.
I made a firm decision that even though they don't care about my $60, right? They got all those other people out there that don't buy their game. They don't care about my $60, but my $60 is valuable to me. So I won't give them my $60 until Pokemon has graphics like Dokkaevi, because Dokkaevi is cute, it's adorable, but it's graphically pleasing.
I want my Alolan Vulpix to hit you with Blizzard. I go up and hit you with a hammer, and you crumble into dust.
I want to see those actions. I want
this.
Once, even if it looked like one step from Eden or something like that, I could see the character doing the abilities, doing the moves. Just give me something, man. I haven't played Pokemon since Silver because I felt, I'm getting duped into spending this money and spending 100 hours just doing the same thing. I'm like, and unless you would not, if you were in the competitive, that's different. But I wasn't in the competitive scene. I only played with my friends. So it's like, you're not targeting me. It's not for me. Not for me.
Yeah. I had a 10-year hiatus almost. Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 8. So I
played Gen 1, a little bit of Gen 2, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and now this one. That's Gen 1.
No, that's Gen 4.
Fire Red, Leaf Green? No,
it's based off of Gen 1, but because of when they were released, those games are considered that generation.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know nothing about the Pokemon realm. Gen 1, Gen 2.
I thought the gens were...
I'm sorry, that's Gen 3. So those are Gen 3 games based off of Gen 1 games.
Interesting. Okay, I thought the gens were what Pokemon came in them.
Because
Gen 1 is
Pearl and Diamond are Gen 8 games based on Gen 4 games.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. But yeah.
And now you know. Knowing is half the battle.
Oh man. Okay. And with that being said, I think it's time for everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean literally everybody, everybody's favorite segment, and that is B's Throwback of the Week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get through this real quick.
Real fast,
Yeah, let's do this. All right, this game is, I don't even know how many of y'all even heard of this game. So this game, Key's good. Anybody else in the world, though, I don't know. So this game was developed by Polygon Magic. It was published by Crave Entertainment for the worldwide release.
Crave.
That sounds familiar.
This game was released in Japan August 26, 1999, and it was released in March 29, 2000, EU June 9th. So a couple of months apart, because games really did that a lot more back in the day.
They sure did.
Now we're getting some games first.
This is, I know. And we're getting some hardware first. This is a survival horror game, so I think Reese might be out on this one. This is Galarians for the PlayStation.
Galarians!
Let's go, dude.
I know it. I did not play it, but I do know it.
Can you pull it up for the people? If there's a video out there of someone who has...
That's how I remember.
Now, I'm going to explain why I love this game so much.
It's
because
literally like Elfen Lied meets Resident Evil.
Yep, exactly. It's exactly what it's like.
Elfen Lied meets...
Yeah. No, he's not even capping, exaggerating. That's exactly what this game is like.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm listening.
And this is one of the first games that taught me that you don't have to just keep playing the same thing over and over. This is why I picked this game, because I love the Resident Evil series. I played all the old Resident Evils, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, Code Veronica, 0, whatever. I played them all. And it was the same thing. It was, you do the puzzles, you're in an area, you do the puzzles, and you have guns to shoot the zombies and all of that. Cool. It was the same stuff. It was the limited resources, all of that. I love all that stuff. Cool. This game decided to take that same tank concept, the puzzle concept, and all those types of concepts, but completely change the fighting. Completely. You don't have no guns, none of that. You have psychic powers. But the way those psychic powers work is so wild. They give you like drugs, like you have like capsules, and they each do a different thing. And now you have an AP bar. So the more you do abilities, the AP bar fills. When that AP bar fills to max, our main character, Ryan, goes crazy and explodes, and all of his power starts going crazy, and you control the character.
You can't control him, yeah.
He just walks forward, holding his head, just exploding and throwing out one-shot hits on all the enemies, right?
He just like,
if you stay in that state too long, you die. So it made you have to understand spacing, avoiding fights, because in Resident Evil, as long as you got resources and you know what you're doing, you can just kill every zombie.
Yeah.
Right? Like, sometimes you'll skip some, whatever, or if you're doing a speed run, but normally you could kill every zombie. Unless you're playing on mega crazy hard difficulty, you could do. In this game, normal difficulty, your stuff was super limited. Like, this was a game that was before its time and changing a genre, and making a genre it's a different way to survive. You have to use your resources in a completely different way. So
and you level up. It's an ARPG.
Yeah, like there's so much in this game that's like a Resident Evil, but there's so much of the combat and things that's just nothing like it. I've never played anything like this up until that point. That game changed the way I look at those games. Well, you can do these types of games anyway. It doesn't have to just be you running around with a gun. You can do these games in any sort of cool, wild way. And the more you attack, the more you're at risk of damaging yourself. So you're always playing that game. And it took him a long time to charge up his moves. So you had to understand space and give yourself room to attack these things. It was a great game. It was a cool game. 2 was kind of whack.
Galarian's Ash.
Galarian's Ash. But Galarian's...
It came out on PS2. I never played it.
PS2 game. Yeah. Galarian's was cool. It was different. It was dope. It's probably super dated now, and it probably doesn't look well. It didn't age well. But
I'm looking at it as you're speaking on it.
Hey, wait, be cool. There are upscalers. It is all.
Here we go. You can listen. You can upscale all you want. It hurt is hurt. But, all you're doing is painting the turd gold.
Nah. You seen your Final Fantasy 9 versus my Final Fantasy 9.
All you're doing is painting the turd gold. Cut it out.
I'm not hearing you.
I'm watching this. I'm watching the gameplay, and yes, it is relatively rough, but it wouldn't stop me from playing it. It's not that rough. I'm getting Parasite Eve 2 vibes.
You'll get those
heavy.
Yep.
And the thing is like that game came out. This game came out August 99. Parasite Eve 2 came out December 99.
Well, this game also has tank controls. It's literally like Resident Evil.
So does PE 2.
Oh, it does?
It's not full on tank it like RE, but it's tank-ish. Like you still kind of do the curve, but you don't do like a whole curve like you do in like RE.
Oh, no, this is full-fledged.
That's full. Like I see. This is full-fledged curve. Yeah.
Up goes forward.
Up goes
down,
forward.
Slowly backpedals.
Yep.
But if you've never heard of this game, go check it out. If you're into the survival horror thing, but you don't particularly want to use guns, check this thing out. It's fun. It's different. It gets the same Resident Evil vibes.
Oh,
like, you need the card key from this room to open this door. You got to solve puzzles and all that. But the way you get in about.
Oh, he just slammed them. Like, that's great.
Get off me.
Yeah, the only difference between these two games is Galarian's, you have psychic powers. Parasite Eve, you got weapons.
Yeah.
So he's just lifting them. That's kind of great. Wow,
but the Parasite Eve still has like the battle stuff though, right? Like it opens up and stops time, and you can decide what to do and all that.
Oh no, Parasite Eve 2 had a different.
No. 2 didn't have that, but one.
But one, stop. It had the ATB-ish system.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was such a good game.
Yeah, but that's the throwback. Galarians of 2000, 99, 2000, PS1.
Yeah, y'all know the date.
Heater, yo.
Yeah, that game was good fun. That game was amazing. I've been trying. There's a retro streamer that I watch anytime that I can. Like literally, whenever I see them on, I hop in. Mm-hmm. And I've been trying to get them because they own so many games. It's ridiculous. But they have Galarians, and I'm just like, yo, you need to play this. What's up? It's October. It's Halloween time.
It is time.
Spooky season. You need to play this. Come on, just play it.
It's time for Galarians, yo. I'm telling you, I see that Alex Sappy in the chat says he's already on it. You have me at Elfin.
Listen, good anime.
Get ready, yo.
Get ready.
When that AP bar backs out, and he stopped panicking, you gotta figure out what to do, bro. I ain't gonna tell you. Figure it out.
I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Oh, all right, man.
Quick recap. So basically, Ricochet, Call of Duty's potential anti-cheat system in Warzone and beyond potentially cracked. We have until November the 5th to see just how much damage was done. NFTs, Steam don't like them. Epic do like them. Just keep the local laws and such in mind, and you'll be fine over here.
Boom.
FIFA and EA break up their almost 30-year relationship.
Exactly.
What is gonna happen from here? We'll figure out at the end of 2022 once the partnership is formally concluded.
True,
but FIFA 22 is already coming out. Like it's coming out.
It came out October 1st. It's out.
Oh, it came out already.
Yeah, it's out.
I didn't buy it because I'm seeing too much stuff online, like the PS5, Xbox Series X, all the next gen stuff is messing up. This all glitchy.
Oh yeah, it's gross. So we're still playing 21 right now, actually.
Yeah, that's all you need.
And with that being said, this is Trigger Talk TV.
Trigger Talk TV.
Trigger Talk TV.